welcome to the birthday gift. This message is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's also for anyone who felt led to this message. Okay, I was getting, wow, we already have a card coming out. Okay, I was getting that you all keep attracting to you your opposite, right? An opposite extreme of what you are, who you are, or what you believe you are, right? Who you see yourself as. You keep attracting your opposite energies. It could be in work, it could be in friendship, it could be romantic, it could even be just in quality of things that you like. For some reason, you keep bumping into something that's totally not like you. And there's a lesson there, and it's interesting. This is your first card because this is a card of compromising, learning to get along, learning to work with it, because there needs to be some type of integration. So you might find yourself having to compromise a lot, or having to try to get along, or having to accept something that you don't want to accept. It may be actually you're having to accept something that you usually deny or you reject. What's happening is a merging of two opposite energies. So instead of polarities, they're trying to merge energies to create some type of, I'm going to say, it can create magic if you let it happen. So if you allow yourself to integrate with things that are not like you, magic will happen in your life. However, if you find it too hard to blend, if you can't find some sense of harmony, some sense of balance with things that are not like you, the shift that you're trying to call in is going to seem harder, because that seems to be some type of rite of passage for you all. So working with things that are not like you, learning to collaborate and learning to like it too, right? It shouldn't be something you're forcing. If you're forcing it, it's not it. It shouldn't be something you're doing out of fear either. That's not it. It needs to be something that as you're doing it, you start appreciating it. You start liking it. You start being grateful for even the experience, even if it's challenging, even if it's hard. You should see how it is helping you grow. It's helping you expand, and you should be appreciative of it. And then I have 5 of Cups. So this may be something that's very hard. Some of you might be dealing with the death of something. Like, I'm getting someone grieving. I am also getting some regrets about something. Tell me more for Scorpio. So you might need to reminisce, right? Like, think about things that in the past it didn't work out. Some of you may actually be doing this. You're thinking about things that didn't work out, and you might be having some regret around it. Like, if I would have, or I could have actually I could have compromised a little bit. I could have relaxed on how I saw it a little bit. I could have bended a little. It would have shifted everything for you. That's the energy I'm getting here. If only if I would have tried to work on it, or tried to work it out, or tried to see it their way. Okay, tell me more for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? What are you trying to tell Scorpio and those who were led to this message? Okay, remain positive. I am seeing the blend. I'm seeing the blend. 2 different energies being poured into one. I'm seeing a mixing. This is a card about remaining hopeful. Have faith in what you're doing. Try to see the brighter side. Dreams becoming reality here. This is the Star. I'm seeing the bird fly away. So I know the message has already came. It's been received, and now they're leaving. The person who brought the message is already gone. So remain positive. You're on the right path. That's what I want to tell you. Like, everything is going how it should right now. Tell me more. Don't worry. Right? Don't worry. Be happy. Hakuna Matata. Yeah. Hakuna Matata. No worries. There's nothing to worry about. So with all that I said in the beginning, right now, you should be in a place where you're getting a little bit more upliftment, right? Things should start feeling better. Like I'm getting some type of ease. I almost want to just, it's like I want to encourage you to stay positive because of what I'm feeling. Tell me more for Scorpio. Yeah. So we have the devil here. Some of you are fighting your lower self. That's how I'm going to say it. You may want to stay the same way that you are. Some of you are trying to hold on to the false self. Like, this is who I am. I'm not changing. This way have worked for me. Well, guess what? That way is expired. The new you is trying to come out. There's a new version of you. It wants to evolve. You have to let it. So with the devil here, I'm getting a person who doesn't want to change, right? You're stuck in your ways. The way you used to do it, it worked. It's not going to work anymore because you're now too extreme. Okay, so some of you are probably, you have like, I don't know, addictive personality. It's hard for you to change. It's hard for you to shift. Okay, I mean, you are a fixed sign, Scorpio. I'm also getting Aquarius. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius or Capricorn. I'm getting Capricorn energy, Aquarius. That could be your moon sign or your rising sign. Yeah, I'm getting a person who is finding it hard to change. They're moving you on from certain qualities. Scorpio, why does it feel hard for you to blend, to merge with other ideas? Why? It just feels so hard for some of y'all to at least consider something else. Your message is coming around. It's some type of extreme view you have. The way you're looking at something, you're not letting any other possibility enter. You're not letting anything else be true. You're too rigid. Some of you are very stubborn. Tell me more. I see Seven of Swords. It's like self-sabotage energy. There's something they're moving you on from. There's something they're moving you on from. Tell me more for Scorpio, please. Ten of Cups. There's something blossoming. It's opening up. Okay, these cards have two sides. And once we read this side, I'm going to flip them over and we'll see the other side of the story. But I am getting dark and gloomy. Even if you get your happily ever after, because this is 10 cups. For some reason, it seems like it's still some type of eerie energy around it. So it's like somebody who's playing themselves in a way. Like, I know this would make me happy, only for you to get there and realize it's not that big difference. So I see something opening up. It's one cup here. It looks like a rose in the clouds, but there's light there. And even the Ace of Cups card in this deck, this is the Ace of Cups here. There's a woman inside the cup, and there's something coming out, something beautiful blossoming. Something beautiful is trying to blossom. And then we have the back of, this is the Empress. Some of you don't know your worth, or you know your worth. I want to say you're turning back on what you're turning your back on what you deserve. So, and then now I see the bird, the eagle is coming back. So there's like messages that still come to you. These messages are trying to remind you of what you are worthy of. There's something for you to birth to life. It's some type of abundance for you to birth to life. You may need a reminder. You have to stay positive because the star is on top of the Empress here. Tell me more. Okay, I want to tell you, no more fighting. Somebody has given up or want to give up. Somebody's drained. Someone's exhausted. The other person, they won the fight, but they don't really feel like it's a win, right? It's almost like, okay, yeah, I finally won, but at what cost? Like somebody's here is, they're at their wit's end. And it's just, it's not actually a good feeling. So it's an empty victory here. You want to ask yourself, what are you fighting for? Like, what is the end result? And is that even going to suffice what you're trying to get? Like, is it worth it? That's what you want to ask yourself here. Am I worth something better? That's what you want to ask yourself here. Because I feel like you are. You're worth something better. Taurus energy. I'm getting Taurus energy. I almost want to tell you, it's not as bad as you think. The other view, the other way, there's another way. I'm going to keep going because I feel like there's something else. Before we flip it over, tell me more. Anything else for Scorpio? There's another way. This is your card. There's another way. This is your card. Death is here. You have to go through. I'm going to see these two as like some type of passageway that you got to go through. You've already fought the fight. Like the war is ending. The war is over, right? It's over. Just look at all these cards. We see the back of something, right? It's like moving you on. They're trying to move you on. So there's certain things you have to leave behind. Many of these, they feel like characteristics. They feel like qualities of a person, right? Personalities. They feel like identities that you have to leave behind, because I'm getting people, ideas, the way you see yourself or the way you don't see yourself yet. You need to consider a new way of seeing yourself. That is going to require you to let go of the old way that you see yourself here. The Empress card doesn't even show. It doesn't show the person at all. You see the head, right? But you only see the tip of the head. It's like the real you is being hidden. Let's turn these cards around. Some of you just don't realize how much more can happen if you at least consider it. So what I'm getting is someone who's stubborn or just stuck in their ways, or someone who just has a limited view. Someone who's not allowing themselves to expand or see a different way, or even consider another way of doing it. At least entertain the idea that there's a different way to see what I'm looking at. And you might want to do this with things that you have strong views on. Strong views on. Those things that you feel the deepest, the strongest, you need to look at a different way of looking at it, right? That doesn't mean you have to let go of your way of looking at it completely. It's merging the way you look at it now, mixing it with the opposite extreme. It's two halves of a coin. They need to mix. They need to merge. It's like you can't do it with just one of these. You need to mix both. That's the devil energy. That's the devil energy. It's keeping you stuck in like one restrictive place. You're not able to experience everything, right? The fire coming out of the horse's eyes. There's a transformation needed here. This is your card. Let's turn these over. It's going to start with you having to work with people who are different from you. That's where the light comes. That's when the project gets done. That's when you don't have to work on it anymore. right? That's when things illuminate. Okay, you finally can look back and be like, wow, I did this. There's a balance needed. What needs to happen is you have to balance yourself with opposite energies, Scorpio. That's what I'm getting, okay? So with the Five of Cups, I was getting regrets. Somebody's sitting down looking at the things they've done in the past and maybe feeling regretful. Some of you are really looking deeply at these cups that have spilled, right? You're seeing the bright side. Here you're mourning it. Here you looking closer at the ones that spilled rather than turning around, actually. So you're starting to realize what could have happened had you looked at things differently, because his face is not one of regret here. This is like a face of realization. This is like finally getting it, like, damn, okay. I could have considered a new way of doing it. And you see the bridge back there. There's a new way. You have to go over the bridge. And he's on one knee, which is like paying homage to something. Yeah, it's dead and gone, but I learned from it. It's paying your respects. Some of you may be actually grieving something, a situation, a person, something. Remain positive. You're on the right path. Okay, so I can see the rain. There's rain. There's also a figure there behind you. You probably don't see that. You see how in this view, I can see you're being watched over, and the rain is behind you. It's not even piercing you, nor is it piercing the figure that's watching over you. So you're being watched over. Just keep mixing. Keep doing it. So some of y'all are already doing this because this was your original side. You just may not be aware that you have help behind you, and the rain is behind you. So the toughest moments are gone. And I love how there's a flower blooming here. These are the things you don't see. But you're on the right path. All you have to do is keep mixing, okay? Just keep mixing, keep going. The worst parts are behind you, and you have to let the old you just go up in flames, okay? And turn your back on that. Here I see the upside down pentagram. So I know some of you, there are certain things you're doing. It's inverted. It's upside down. It's not the right view. It's like the way you're seeing it. It's not that. That's what's keeping some of you actually living at extreme ways. Like, you're not even allowing new ways to penetrate you at all. You're just hot and cold. Hot and cold. It's either this extreme or that extreme. You need to learn to find balance. You need to find a middle ground. Some of y'all, there's something they're trying to urge you to move into the middle. You need to move to the middle. You need to balance. If you're dealing with illness, any kind of imbalance in your body, pH imbalance, this is where infections come from. Illness comes from this, actually. When you stay at an imbalance too long, things start happening and the doctor won't be able to find out what it is. You won't know what it is. Because the problem is like manifesting into your 3D world, but it's already inside of you. It's coming from inside of you. It's your inability to meet halfway, to consider another way, to change your view, change your perspective, even entertain an idea. Even if you don't end up doing it, just entertaining it. It's an exercise, y'all. They're not telling you to become the new thing. They're not telling you to throw the whole thing out, right? Your way of doing it, throw it out. They're telling you consider the new. It's an exercise. It puts a new doorway. It creates new passages. Just consider it. That's it. That's all they're saying. Just consider it. That alone opens the door. That's what's happening. Some of you, they're having to come in and move you on. Okay, I can see some of you going. If you see the other side, you see how she actually, does she have a cup there? She does. And this is a 6 of Swords. This is a Swords card. This is not a Cups card. But it makes sense because this is moving across water. So once you actually decide to move on from the old way of doing something, I actually see you being happy. There's emotional fulfillment here. Some of y'all just need to understand that all it takes is a little bit. Step by step. Even if you're taking baby steps, no one's telling you to jump all in. Because if you're at one extreme, it's going to take time. I'm surprised Temperance didn't come out. Because it will take time to get to the next one. Well, I mean, the star is here. So remain positive. Remain hopeful. Keep going. Okay? Because we have the 10 of Cups here. It will bring you to happiness. Wow. Some of y'all, it'll bring you together with people. You'll create better, long-lasting relationships with people. There is a beautiful ending here. There's a positive way of looking at this. There's a better way of seeing it. Some of y'all, you just need to see yourself in a positive way. Nice. Look at what you're not seeing. The Empress. Beautiful. Who you are, what you're worth. And I see the stars behind you. And it's interesting, the star fell right above the Empress. This is what you don't see. Some of you don't realize who you are. You can't see the true you. Shining bright, beautiful, and ready, and poised. Abundant energy. So they're trying to show you your worth here. And you don't need to fight anymore. Okay, some of y'all, the Sagittarius message may be yours. Walk away. Don't fight. Just walk away. We see both people's backs. Like, even when you win, if you win, it's an empty victory. No one's really happy here. You won at what cost, though? Right? Walk away. They're trying to get y'all to walk away from something. And that's when you become who you were meant to be. Nice. I love this. This is your card, Death. And it's like, here, you're asking to be let in. You're asking to be let in because it's been a grueling, grueling fight. Here, they're happy to let you in. If anything, they're going to give you gifts as you go in. It's happier on the other side. So I'm getting overall that the fight is over. The worst have already happened. They're moving you into new energies and you will be fine. What's necessary is to try to work with what's being given to you, what's in your environment. Try to work with it, even if it's hard. Because for some of y'all, this is very difficult. You might be dealing with difficult people, or people may be calling you very difficult to work with. And trying to compromise, trying to meet halfway, that's how you pass this test. Okay, because I already see they're trying to let you through, but you have to complete this rite of passage first before you can get through to the other side where there's a beautiful lady dancing. And that's the result here. See yourself in a different light, in a positive light, and you attract what you deserve based on what you see. If you can't see the true you or let the true you come out, and the true you doesn't want to fight. The true you is not here to fight. The true you is allowing. It's not in resistance, okay? Take the path of least resistance. That's your message, okay, Scorpio? I love that we ended with your card, Death. You're going through a change, a transformation, and it's for you. All right, we're going to leave it there. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.